Welcome back to Coin Explorer. Today, we're going deep into the mysterious, dazzling world of rare currency. Specifically, we're taking a closer look at a coin that might just be sitting in your collection or hiding in a forgotten drawer. And it could be worth more than your car, more than your home, maybe even more than some people make in a lifetime. Sounds unbelievable? Just wait. This is the story of the 1999 South African £1 coin. A piece of metal that has stunned collectors, whispered rumors across the numismatic world, and sparked an international treasure hunt. A coin that, despite its small size and humble appearance, is sending shockwaves through the collecting community. And no, we're not throwing around exaggerated claims or imaginary figures. This is a journey grounded in historical truth, collector insight, minting mysteries, and market trends that are as real as they get. Let's start with what you see. At first glance, the 1999 South African £1 coin looks pretty standard. It's 23 millimeters in diameter, weighs around 5 grams, and is composed of nickel-plated copper, giving it a silvery gray hue that resists corrosion and endures wear. It was meant for circulation, not to sit behind glass or in velvet boxes. On the obverse, it features the elegant springbok antelope, gracefully leaping across the plains, a national icon of South Africa and a symbol of endurance, agility, and spirit. Surrounding the image, the inscription reads, South Africa, in one of the country's 11 official languages, which rotated annually, so depending on the coin, you might find it in Afrikaans, Zulu, Xhosa, or another language. Flip the coin to the reverse, and you'll find the bold numeral 1 accompanied by the word Rand, South Africa's official currency. Clean, minimalistic, purposeful. But don't let the simplicity fool you, because what's beneath this everyday design is a hidden world of rarity, history, and possibly fortune. Why is this coin so special? To answer that, we have to go back, not just to the year 1999, but into the very soul of South Africa's transformation. The year 1999 was a crossroads in South African history. Nelson Mandela, the face of a nation's freedom and rebirth, stepped down as president, handing over leadership to Thabo Mbeki. The nation, still fresh from the fall of apartheid, was forging a new path, balancing memory with movement, pain with progress, and right in the midst of this monumental shift, the South African Mint was striking new coins, including, of course, the 1999 £1. But here's where it gets interesting. Whispers started to circulate. Reports began to surface that something unusual happened during that minting year. Some experts claim the mintage numbers were exceptionally low. Others believe that small batches were struck with subtle variations, design tweaks, die errors, or alignment shifts that slipped past the official radar. These weren't commemorative coins. They weren't part of a limited edition series. These coins entered circulation like any other, quietly, unceremoniously, making them all the more thrilling to collectors now. Mystery meets rarity. In the world of numismatics, rarity is gold, and when that rarity is wrapped in historical context, a nation rebuilding, a currency reflecting change, it becomes priceless. Some of these 1999 £1 coins reportedly show die variations, shifted lettering, misaligned edges, or slightly off-centered images. And since the South African Mint has never officially released information about a special edition, every coin becomes a potential mystery. Could it be a trial piece that slipped into public hands, an experimental die that wasn't meant to circulate, or simply a low mintage anomaly that now sits quietly in someone's piggy bank? This is what fuels the obsession and opens the door to value that goes beyond imagination. The coin that shocked collectors. Let's fast forward to a real-world example. In 2023, a collector in Canada was browsing through a bulk lot of international coins purchased online. Among dozens of pieces from Africa, Europe, and Asia, one particular coin stood out, a 1999 South African £1. At first, it looked ordinary, but under magnification, the collector noticed something strange. The springbok's legs appeared slightly tilted, and the country's name was stamped in isiXhosa, one of the rarer languages for this series. Intrigued, they sent it for grading, The result? A near-flawless MS-67 grade. And the appraisal? Let's just say experts estimated it could fetch high five figures, maybe even six figures, at a global auction. That's not speculation. That's a real response from experienced appraisers, auction houses, and collectors worldwide. Because the formula was perfect. Rarity, condition, historical relevance, and mystery. Some say coins like this have been valued, and in some cases, quietly traded, for thousands, tens of thousands, and possibly even hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on the buyer, the platform, and the condition. And if that doesn't get your heart racing, keep listening. Could you have one? That's the $1,000,000 question. Literally. The thing about the 1999 1 Rand coin is that it wasn't sealed in collector's cases or given away in velvet-lined boxes. It circulated like any other coin. That means, realistically, it could be anywhere. It could be sitting in a change jar, tucked into an old wallet, lying forgotten in a drawer. It could be with you, right now. And what makes it even more thrilling is this. These coins didn't come with a label. There's no red arrow pointing to the valuable ones. That's why you need to look closely. Use a magnifying glass, inspect the edges, the font, the spacing, look for oddities. Even the tiniest misalignment or die crack could mean the difference between pocket change and a life-changing find. Technical traits to watch for now. Let's dig deeper into the specifics. Because knowing what to look for is half the battle. Material. Nickel-plated copper, giving the coin a silvery appearance with strong resistance to wear. Diameter, 23 millimeters. Weight, around 5 grams. Obverse. Front, springbok antelope with South Africa, inscribed in one of 11 languages. Reverse, back. The numeral 1 and the word Rand plain and centered. What to examine? Misalignment of the springbok. Shifted or inconsistent fonts. Double striking or ghost images. Rare language inscriptions, such as Esikoza or Chivenda. Die cracks or edge irregularities. These small details could turn an average-looking coin into something that auctioneers dream about. The market for rarity. You may be wondering, why would someone pay so much for a coin? Well, rare coins are like art. Their value isn't just about the metal or the face value, it's about what they represent. A rare coin captures a moment in time. It reflects a nation's journey, a piece of its soul. And for collectors, owning such a coin is about owning a piece of legacy. Add to that the sheer excitement, the thrill of hunting, discovering, and unlocking value where no one else thought to look. And you've got a recipe for global demand. Coin auctions across the world have seen South African coins rise in popularity. As more collectors look beyond traditional European and American currencies, African numismatics, especially those tied to key historical events, are exploding in value. And grading changes everything. The power of grading. A raw coin, ungraded, sitting loose, might seem ordinary. But once professionally graded and sealed, it transforms. Organizations like PCGS and NGC give coins a score based on wear, sharpness, and quality. A coin graded MS-66 or higher is a serious contender in the collector's market. And once it's slabbed, authenticated, and documented, that's when the big buyers start paying attention. That same 1999 1 Rand coin that's worth a few $100s raw might be worth tens of thousands, or even more, when graded high. So, what's the takeaway? Simple. Don't ignore your old coins. The 1999 South African 1 Rand coin may look unassuming, but it could be hiding value far beyond its face, and you won't know unless you take the time to look. Check your collection, dig through drawers, ask your relatives, look in old wallets, change jars, forgotten souvenir boxes, because the treasure you're looking for might already be yours. And if you find one, get it checked, get it graded, protect it. You might just have something extraordinary on your hands. Coins like the 1999 South African 1 Rand aren't just money, and they're stories, they're mysteries, they're keys to history. And sometimes they're also tickets to life-changing moments. So don't miss your chance. Start your search today. Because as any seasoned collector will tell you, The next great discovery is always just one coin away. Thanks for joining us, Coin Explorers. If stories like this get your heart racing, hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and share this video with fellow treasure hunters. And remember, never underestimate your change, because sometimes a simple coin holds an extraordinary secret. Until next time, keep exploring, keep collecting, and may your next coin be the one that changes everything.